Tokelezea by Abbas featuring Chantel. Playing right here on Baze Radio, number one online radio station. And good evening to you, Jumbo Jumbo. This is the 6 to 9 show. Every single Monday through to Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. only on Baze Radio. And we just ushered in the second hour. And coming right up, we have Sikutambui by Wakadinali, because Sitambui wa Manjege na Masanse Onyali nishika jana. Kundeni huko. But anyway, in the studio today, we have Salion, who is a trailblazer in the world of bodybuilding and coaching. Proudly representing Kenya on the global stage as the first and only international bodybuilding judge under WBPF, that is World Bodybuilding and Physics Sports Federation. He has also made history by judging prestigious competitions, including the WBPF Mr. Universe in Phuket, Thailand in 2022 and Seoul, South Korea in 2023. In addition to that, Salion is the only Kenyan to hold an international diploma in coaching, awarded once again by the WBPF, having completed his certification in the Maldives in 2024. So kama uko na maswali yote in regards to fitness, this is the right person you need to ask, honestly. Wale mademu wanaweza lose aje tumbo in 2 days. I gave birth a week ago. I want my stomach to become flat. Oh, I want to lose my arms. Nimanza kuwa na rolls huku kwa mgongo. How can I lose it? This is the right person you need to ask. 0716-250-933 is our WhatsApp line. Na pale kwenye mtandao wa Instagram, Baze_radio is our social media handle. Same to Twitter and TikTok. And on Facebook, sijawasahau, we have Baze Radio. In the background, we have Sikutambui by Wakadinali, followed right up by Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji with Many Faces. And onto the time, it's 5 minutes per 7 p.m. You know the drill. Keep it Baze Radio. You know, I actually figured out immediately when I joined this station that Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji are two different people. Like niko najua ni Gidi Gidi, Maji Maji anajita tu hivyo. Anyway, that is Gidi Gidi and Maji Maji with Many Faces. And it's 12 minutes per 7 p.m. Karibuni sana to Baze Radio. This is the 6 to 9 show every single Monday through to Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, a while back, I talked about the guest for today, Najita Salion, who is a trailblazer in the world of bodybuilding and coaching, proudly representing Kenya on the global stage, and is also the first and only international bodybuilding judge under World Bodybuilding and Physics Sports Federation. He has also made history by judging prestigious competition in the World Bodybuilding and Physics Sports Federation, Mr. Universe in Phuket in Thailand in 2022, and Seoul, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, Seoul,
Seoul, South
Korea in 2023. Aside from that, you're also the only Kenyan who holds an international diploma in coaching, awarded by WBPF. And you have also completed a certification in the Maldives. Nobody want to think, I cannot be a coach. You're taking this thing seriously. Will you introduce yourself apart from that? Maybe kuna kitu nimemiss.
So by name I'm just Yankee Leon Odhiambo, born and raised in Kisumu. Yeah, so my first career started back in 2015. Actually, I'm a former rugby player. Yeah, I used to play for RFU and Nakuru, Kisumu. That is Maseno City Campus. After that, it's when I started my fitness journey, when I had an injury. Then from there, I think on and off, I've just been consistent and inconsistent about training from between 2013, 2014, and 2015.
You started training in 2013?
Yes. I started that since I was playing rugby. I needed to be fit, and definitely I needed to add some muscles. I was very skinny by then.
And you achieved this? Meaning I can gain weight.
That time I was 68 kgs.
There's hope for me. Sai?
Currently I'm 109.
I am shocked.
Easy.
That's it. Now I want to know what inspired you to pursue an international diploma in coaching.
What pursued me to get that is because first, locally, I've seen people doing events. I myself am an event organizer. That is Missouri Festival. That's my show.
Okay.
So I've come to know there's too much lack of knowledge when it comes to bodybuilding. Yeah, the problem is most of the time I see athletes going to the stage, but there is no one at least there to guide and to help and do the exact training and coaching on what to do, more so when it comes to workout. Yeah, because in as much as they say training is more on the diet side, when it comes to bodybuilding, you have to know the proper technique of training, what to do and what not to do. Yeah, so I took this step forward to enlighten more on myself, I've done a workshop before for bodybuilding. That is last year for the Mr. and Miss East Africa competition.
Okay.
And that was more of excellent. But I felt on my side that I didn't give it my best, that presentation. So I had to go back and like sit down and do more research and do more training and do more learning about on how to do a proper workshop when it comes to bodybuilding, on how someone can prep, proper nutrition, proper guide on peak weeks. Yeah.
So speaking about bodybuilding and the competition in general, what are some qualities you look for when judging a bodybuilding competition?
Some of the qualities you look for when judging a bodybuilding competition is most and foremost, the main basic one is the definition. Most people call it symmetry.
Okay.
Yeah. Kuna tu vile utaona jamaa yana kaviazi, yana kandizi. Yeah, so.
What? Able explain?
Exactly.
this is insane. My mind is blown.
Exactly. So, people call it just basic word symmetry. Yeah, you need to have that frame, that figure. Yeah, you see somebody saying small waist. So there's different categories.
Okay.
There's some categories like the men's physique, whereby the judges don't focus more on the lower body. They just check on the upper symmetry. It's more of just a beach body.
Okay.
They just want to see your abs and your well-toned body. Yeah. There are some categories like the classic physique, the one that Guya does. They want to see now the complete definition of that. Yeah. You have to bring it all out.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me more about that in the next few minutes after Watangoja Sana by Vijana Barubaru. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I hope I can pronounce those words correctly. That was Nini Ngwenda Ngai Nyage. I hope I pronounced it correctly by Fana Gitu featuring Maggie Gitu. El Flores Gitu. Oh, it's a family affair. And it's 24 minutes past 7 p.m. And in the studio with me we have Sally on. Nimesema tumeongea kiasi yake about judging. Ametuambia what it takes, the qualities he looks for when it comes to judging in a bodybuilding competition. Now, able share with us your experience judging at Mr. Universe in Thailand and South Korea. What stood out the most for you? What Chinese?
What stood out the most for me is that India, those people have the better, more of like genetics. Yeah, like I've gone to this competition 3 times in a row, and all the time I see Indians leading. Okay. They come in packs. Like the last time in Thailand, we had 67 athletes just from India. Yeah, and most of them you find medalists coming from India, the top medalists coming from India. Like all the golds in most categories, I was surprised. Yeah, like
Wahindi.
Yeah, Wahindi. We had like almost 67 countries, and 80% gold medals went to India. Yes.
And they were all natural.
I can say most of them, yes. Yeah, because when we judge, when we notice, like the judges, when you notice someone has done doping or enhancement, we usually disqualify them from the stage. Yeah, so just on the pre-judging, once I am a judge and I notice some traces of using steroids or anything, doping, I'll call upon the head judge and give you the score. Then you'll be placed aside.
How do you know somebody is using doping? Test?
Apart from test, there's just physical things you can see.
Like?
Physically. Mostly like you see the man boobs. Yes, if you see a man having protruded nipples, that is one. Most also for the men on the gluteus muscles, you'll see more of a bum. Yeah. When you train naturally and you do cardio naturally and train to prep for a competition, there's a way your glutes will show on stage. But when you use steroids, me as a judge, I'll tell this is one reason.
Yeah, you're doping.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd mentioned you've judged in Maldives this year and in China on that 2025.
Yeah, next year we're going to China.
So how do you prepare for such events?
Most of the time, since I've done it over and over, like now 3 times, next year maybe get a local show just to judge.
Okay.
Or most of the time just attend the show. Like this year, I attended the Mr. and Miss East Africa. I was there actively just to like see don't worry, next year.
Niko hapo ndani lazima nibuya tafadhali.
I was there just to see how athletes are on stage, how they are performing, how they are posing, how they are showcasing their body, just to like familiarize myself with what I'm going to face. Yeah, so each and every event I joined like locally to go and see, I actually take it as a test on my side. Yeah.
So acha nikuulize, do you think you're seeing growth and interest in bodybuilding within Kenya since we achieve all of these milestones?
Definitely yes.
Tuko na potential.
Kabisa.
Talk to me. Tell me about it. Potential in both men and women aside from Philip Guya. Like, that's the only person in my mind. Like, do you think there's potential?
We have a lot of potentials, and we have a lot of athletes who have been training and they're working. The only thing we are missing in Kenya is the support system from the government mostly. Yeah, we had a federation, but it was banned. Currently, we don't have one in Kenya. We've been fighting to have it back. Yeah, ni siasa tu.
Na mbona walitoa?
There was some misconduct, misembellishment of fun. So the court actually ruled it out. So currently as we speak, we've not had a federation for the past 5 years.
In Kenya?
In Kenya. That's the main challenge.
Hakuna support entirely.
Yeah.
Okay, now, umekuwa nominated in a particular event for an award of something. You're going to tell us about it in the next few minutes. Now, coming right up to a position by Ethic featuring Council. Then later on, Abide by You by Utile Brown featuring Fina. And on to the time, it's 29 minutes past 7 p.m. You know the vibes. Keep it Baze Radio. That was Abide by You by Utile Brown featuring Fina right here on Baze Radio. And this is the 6 to 9 show that airs every single Monday through to Friday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. with me, Atieno. And in the studio with me, I have a fitness coach, Anajita Salion. Na kuna award inafanyika, an event inajita People's Choice Awards. And we talk to us about it. Tunaweza kuvutia aje, timing, deadline, tupeleke na mtaratara.
Yeah, so this year got nominated at the Fitness Choice Awards. That is under Tamasha. We have different categories. I've seen even the photographers of the year. We have designers of the year, media personalities like that. So to me, I'm under the fitness coach side. And currently I'm at position 3.
Okay.
And the deadline is tomorrow. Yeah, so actually today we are doing a mass voting. Yeah, so for you to make a vote, one vote is 10 Kenya shillings.
Yes.
The minimum votes one can do is 10 votes.
Yeah.
That is 100 Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if one needs to vote, all he needs to do is maybe use Chrome or Google. You'll Google www.peopleschoiceawards.africa. There you'll find vote. After pressing vote, you can enter my contestants code. My code is 605432.
Yes.
After that, you will press the word the vote button. You'll put the number of votes. Let's say if you're voting with the minimum is 10 votes, that's 100 bob. So one can choose to put 10, 20, that's for 200 shillings. 100, that is 1,000 bob. After that, you'll have to put in your number because it's payable. You'll press vote, then you'll proceed. Then from there you'll get a prompt. The prompt will now enable you to put your M-Pesa password. Yeah, so it's very easy. You just go to People's Choice Awards, www.peopleschoiceaward.africa. Yeah, you click the word on vote, enters contestant's code. My code is 605432. Then number of votes you'd like to vote. If it's between 10 to 100 or 10 to 2,000, depending on the energy and the vibe you have for me. And the money. And the money you have in your pocket. Yeah. Actually, I notice most people are like, voting is only 10 votes. I was like, no, that is minimum. Yeah, it's not maximum. So you can move as much as possible. Yeah.
Okay. So acha tuendelee kiasi kwa roles zako as a coach, judge, and also just personal development. How do you balance all of these things?
It's not been easy. Actually, a lot of guys usually ask me, Leon, how do you do this? One of them is Alvin. I was with Alvin on Saturday. He's like,
kukula kilo moja ya mchele. How? Hey.
Alvin, umesikia hiyo? 1 kg of rice. Akiona just how your story.
In one city. Like, do you know how insane that is? Acha niwape story kiasi. Tulikuwa tumeenda Fitbit to the first concert. Pale Skate City, si ndio? So tumefika mapema, we were prepping because we were coaches.
Yeah.
Tunafanya Fitbit strong. Rehearsals and what's not.
Yeah.
I sat there, we are ordering breakfast. And Alvin goes ahead and namuuliza naweza fanya nini ni gain weight. Akaniuliza how much do you eat, and I explained to him. Then he asked me how much do you go to the toilet in the morning. Nikamwambia like only once, right? Akaniambia if you don't go 3 times in the morning alone, you're not eating enough. Nikamuuliza how much do you unakulanga aje? Akaniambia kilo moja ya mchele in one sitting. Kilo moja ya mchele.
Done.
No wonder you guys are 100 kgs plus. I can't do it. Continue.
Yeah, so balance is never easy, but since I know there is something I've been working for to achieve, like I can say this is my 9th year into fitness. At the back of my mind one time I said on the 10th year there has to be something big.
Yeah.
So all this time what I can say, and I'll attest to that, I've just been onto the consistency on my side and keeping pace to what I've been wanting to do. Yeah, like currently having this my diploma on my 9th year. Yeah, it's a very big plus to my vision of the 10th year that I've been planning on. Yeah, so it's never easy waking up every day at 3. I have to be at the gym most of the time by 4 because my first client is at 4:30 a.m. Monday to Friday most of the times. On weekends, since we need to do side hustles in Nairobi, not unless serikali ipenduke
na iwezi
na kidogo nitapash kidogo. Yeah, so I usually do some gigs, events. I do MC. I do host like team buildings. I do host the boot camps. Like I've been doing classic fits with the Radio Africa team. Okay. Yeah, so balance is never easy, but ni kujituma tu.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, ni kujituma.
Now in the background we have Israel Onyancho with Songea. Then later on tutakuwa Down in the Valley by Mr. Omondi, the number 1 singers. Then later on tutakuwa na It's Yaba featuring BN with Nashanga. And it's exactly 21 minutes to 8 p.m. And as always, keep it Baze Radio. It's Yaba featuring BN with Nashanga. And on to the time, it's 9 minutes past 8 p.m. It's 9 minutes to 8 p.m. actually. And we are winding up on this particular hour. But before that, we have Sally on in the building with us. And I would just love to know, kama kuna mtu kama mimi, right? I'm aspiring to be a coach or an athlete. Give me advice. If I want to be a coach, actually.
If you want to be a coach, first of all, I'll say get a mentor. Someone who is doing what you know is right, not what you think is right. What you know is right.
Okay.
Yeah, get a mentor locally or internationally. After that, maybe get a guide on where to do your certification. Where the certification, I mean the credibility, something legit. Yeah, I've worked in Dubai in 2015, and I've worked in Bahrain for 1 year, 3 months. I was surprised. I went there with my Kenya certificate that I got from Kenyatta University. Those people did not acknowledge this shit.
Why?
They were like, we don't know this certificate.
Yeah.
I told them, bro, this certificate is written Kenyatta University. This is one of the best universities in Eastern Africa.
But mtoto wangu akiitwa KU nitakataa. Nanga masomo KU nimekataa.
Sasa hata walikata certificate yangu. They were like, no. We need a certificate. You need to have like serial number. You need to do what? I was like, okay.
So ukasomea uko Bahrain?
No, with there I just went for work. But there's a point I wanted to change my work to another place. Actually, that time I wanted to go join Fitness First. There's Fitness First and there's UFC gyms. Those are some of the best gyms in the Gulf area. Yeah. So when you go to Fitness First, they'll ask for you for a certificate or less miles, something recognized internationally. So back to your question. After getting a mentor, maybe get to know which certification you would like to have. There's certification that majorly just focus on personal training. There's some certification that focus more also on basic nutrition and personal training. And there's some that just focus on nutrition.
Okay.
So nutrition and personal training, they go hand in hand. Yeah, so you will have to know what exactly you need. Yeah, we have ISA, we have ACE, we have the British Councils. Yeah, those are the most recognized certificates in the world, whereby you can easily get a job anywhere globally.
Yeah, in the whole world.
That should be your goal, actually.
Yeah. Okay, once again, that was Sir Leon, and coming right up, you have Kukuku by Willie Paul featuring Jay Zino, followed right up by Leonie Leo by Issa. But before that, I'm here to remind you that you can vote for Sir Leon as the fitness coach of the year. The deadline is actually tomorrow, the 17th of December. And this is how you vote. End up on the Chrome, www.peopleschoiceawards.africa. Click on vote. Enter his contestant code, which is 605432. 605432. After that, enter number of votes. Minimum votes is 10. Unaweza weka 50, 20, 30 according to mfuko yako. Then you'll enter your M-Pesa number. They will send you a prompt. Then you click on vote now. Now, Salion, as we wind up, tell us where we can get you on social media.
Mostly, I'm more active on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm Salion247. Yes.
Uko kwingine, uko Facebook, TikTok?
Niko Facebook, Yankee Leon. I'm on TikTok, Salion247. Twitter is at Yankee Leon. Yes. So Twitter at Yankee Leon. Facebook, Yankee Leon. TikTok and Instagram, Salion247.
No, thank you so much for coming. Asante sana kwa kutupea insights kwa bodybuilding. Neza jaribu.
Thanks for hosting.
As we wind up, steroids. Can women use steroids?
Yeah, women can use steroids.
Do you know anyone who uses steroids in Kenya that is a woman?
Chini ya maji.
Nice.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.